So there's a man in Washington, D.C. on top of a bridge, and he's doing like a protest. I'm seeing a lot of people record this and seeing him up there. It's like there's a man up there on the bridge, and I guess this guy is doing some type of protest. I don't know what for, but check this out.
Bro, what the fuck? It is literally somebody up there, bruh. What the fuck? Bro. It's literally no way. What are they doing up there? Oh, according to all this police over here, there's still somebody up there. That's ridiculous. Well, I gotta put the phone down. Like, first of all, y'all need to calm down. I can't hold the phone and drive, so I had to put the phone in the holder. But yeah, there's definitely somebody still up there, child. God bless him. They got drones over here. This is dangerous and scary, sir. Get down. Like, what's happening in America where a man needs to feel like he needs to be up here? Child, I don't want no parts. But how he get up there? Y'all see how this stuff is? Like, how did someone get up there? How? Jeez Louise, bruh. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. There's no way. Now all these police out here because that man want to stand on top of the bridge. I didn't even know that bridge had a name. God bless. God bless him or whoever. If it's a man or a woman, I don't know. But if it's a man, God bless him.
This barricade situation on Frederick Douglass Bridge enters its third day. You can see the protester. It is pretty difficult at this point, but there is some movement at the top of the arch there, and that is the tent that he has set up. Now, at the bottom of the arch, you're looking at law enforcement, paramedics, and crisis negotiators who remain on standby working to reach an agreement to get him down safely. Reichstatter has been high above South Capitol Street since Friday, positioned on one of the bridge's iconic arches. Video shows he made it through a second night camping in a tent on the structure. Now, he says he won't come down until his demands are met, including an end to the war in Iran and a global ban on artificial intelligence. It's a dangerous way to protest, and law enforcement's priority is to get him down safely. Once he is, he will be arrested. This again has taken up multiple resources to keep the situation controlled while impacting traffic here. Certain lane closures remain on the bridge. This isn't the first time Reichstatter has done something like this. He scaled the same bridge in 2022 to protest the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe versus Wade.
Hello, everybody. All eyes on the streets. We are on the bridge. Just wanted to show you all that he is still.
That shit crazy, eh?
Yeah, big bro. Oh, what's up, Andy? Right?
Yeah,
what's
Andy,
up?
yeah,
All
what's up,
eyes on the streets,
hey,
man. I see him, man. What's
that
up,
shit crazy,
man?
Man, that shit crazy. So his name Guido. He was here in 2022 protesting abortion rights. Now he's protesting Trump in the war.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, this
yes,
time
sir.
with him, man. He's a good dude. He's just doing some shit, trying to be better than the next
Yes,
day.
sir. Yes, sir.
You know
You keep up your good work
you
too,
gotta check on
brother.
his mental
Yes,
health, though.
sir.
That's not the way to get the message across.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, Slim. Yeah, man. All eyes on the streets, as y'all can see. We had Andy right there.
Man, do y'all see the man that is currently, like, right now as I speak, he's sitting on top of that tall bridge in D.C., and he's been up there since Friday? Yeah, mental health is real, but how is he able to sleep? Like, has he slept? Like, I have so many questions. How did he scale that? How did he get up there? And why? I mean, it's baffling. And he's just up there moving around. Like, we can't really see what he's doing because the camera isn't close enough, but he's actively moving around like he's in his living room. I don't know. Mental health is real, y'all. Mental health is definitely real. Because you got to be mentally ill to make that, to make that climb. You scale up a bridge that big, and you just sit atop it for 2 days, and there's no telling how much longer he's going to stay up there. Like, I'm afraid of heights. Like, I get 20 feet off the air, and I feel it all in my body. So I couldn't imagine being on top of that bridge just looking down and seeing people that look like ants.
48 hours. That is how long Marine veteran Guido Reichstatter has been perched atop the Frederick Douglass Bridge in Washington, D.C. He is demanding an end to the illegal and truly horrific war the US and Israel has waged against Iran. These amazing photos were taken by photojournalist Matt Kaminsky. He's got a tent, he's got a phone, and he's prepared to be up there for as long as possible. I also can't help but think about the symbolism of Guido Reichstatter waging this protest on this bridge, the Frederick Douglass Bridge, named after the black revolutionary who fought for the liberation of black people, who fought for oppressed people. It's also not lost on me that we hear this slogan at protests all the time: if we don't get it, shut it down. Well, Guido Reichstatter is actually putting that slogan into practice right now.
Like, this nigga is real on top of the bridge right now, son. I really want to see how he gonna get down. Cause for real, he only got one or two options. It's either he gonna fall on that motherfucking bridge and die, or he gonna jump in this motherfucking water. If you jump in that water, shorty, I like want to see you do some extravagant shit. I want to see a flip or something, you know? I want to see something cool. But I know if you just like get down and you go with them folks, your ass going to jail. So you don't want to go to jail. That bridge is your best option, my boy.
My name is Guido Reichstatter. I'm 45 years old. I'm a father. I have 2 children. I have a degree in master's degree in math and physics. Now I'm on top of this bridge because the government of the United States is engaged in acts of mass murder in my name, and I refuse to be complicit in that.
Okay, believe it or not, a lot of people forget to leave a like on the video. It says 78% of you guys watch me on TV. Please go ahead and drop me a like on the video if you haven't already. And let's get right back to the video.
My name is Guido Reichstatter. I'm 45 years old. I'm a father. For the last 20 years, I worked as a jeweler in Miami, Florida. And in fact, I've been worried about AI for over 25 years when I first heard about the idea of AGI back in university. I studied math and physics at University of Florida, and during my time there, that was my first exposure to the idea that people reasonably considered the possibility that in the relatively near future, it would be possible to build computer systems, AI systems, with capability on par with the human brain. And I remember, like, as soon as I apprehended that this was a relatively near-term technical possibility, my instinctive reaction was like, well, this would be the most dangerous thing that humanity's ever done. And I still feel that way. And the difference between now and 25 years ago is that when 25 years ago, people thought, you know, we might be 100 years out from that kind of technology. And that's what I felt. That's the sense that I got from talking to people and looking into what little information was available at the time. And that's not what people think anymore. There's a real danger now with the exponential increase in the cost efficiency of computing, you know, over the last 25 years. We're able to build systems that can rival the human brain in their raw computational power for some measure of that. And yeah, with ChatGPT coming out, that was really a wake-up call. And seeing that this process, this exponentially, you know, increasing rate of change might not be that far from completing. And in my mind, it bore similarity to other kinds of exponentially worsening situations like the climate and the ecological crisis. And seeing the same way that society broadly failed to tackle that crisis over 40 years of incremental reformism made me realize that we don't have 40 years likely to tackle this crisis. and we're going to have to move a lot faster if we're going to have a chance of solving it.
Alright, so it says protester scales bridge in DC, plans to stay for days against Iran war and AI development. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this guy's an agent. I don't know. But let's just see how he got up there. I want to see how the hell he get up there. This is how he got up there. Okay. Don't fall. No, let me just try. I'm playing. Don't fall, my guy. YouTube, this is for educational purposes only. No one was harmed in this video. Is he tired? Look like he's tired now. Look like he's tired. He's falling. He's slipping down. You gotta take off some shoes. You're gonna have to take off them shoes. Them shoes ain't got no grip, do it. Okay. Smart man. Yeah, they probably definitely gonna arrest him, right? Damn, it's messed up, right? Damn. But hey, this is what he's doing. Alright. Fuck it. At least he's doing something. I don't know if this guy's an agent or nothing, but I don't know how to take this, but you standing on the bridge, what is that gonna do, right? It's gonna definitely bring a lot of attention because, like, that's that's not pretty safe, man. It's not really safe for real. I got the helicopters out too. Damn, he made it up there, huh?
Pressure the government's nonviolent action to shut it down.
No, what's going on? Were you here last?
So they must have got on the phone with him.
Are you still on the line with them now?
I can talk to him if you want to put him on.
Hey man, this is Technician Greenberg with Capitol Police. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
Good.
All things considered.
All things considered, you're right. So I'm trying to just get a little bit of an idea of what's going on. Were you here last time on the bridge?
Yeah, I'm the same guy.
Same guy. Okay. And when was it? 4 years ago?
Correct.
Okay. And what was it? What were you protesting 4 years ago?
You can read the news.
What? Okay. What are you protesting?
It was abortion.
It was abortion.
It was the overturning of Roe v. Wade.
Okay. I got you. So then, what about this year? What about right now?
Right now, it is the illegal attack on Iran and the ongoing war.
Okay.
And the fact that we're in an AI crisis.
AI crisis. Can you explain more of the AI crisis thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Have you been paying attention to what's going on with AI?
Well, honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I kind of stay away from it. I don't understand it, and I'd like you to tell me more because
that's why it's important to do things like this.
Okay, can you tell me more?
Yeah, no, like really briefly, you know, frontier AI companies are barreling ahead towards, you know, their stated goal of building machine superintelligence AI systems that are smarter than human beings. And, you know, leading scientists, researchers, you know, out in the field say, and even the heads of the companies and the engineers working say that this poses a risk of getting existential.
Nah, AI is getting out of hand though. It's crazy, bro. Y'all be seeing that. Y'all know y'all be seeing that. Everybody be seeing that. They got AI pictures of Michael Jackson, Kanye West. The AI can do anything nowadays, for real. You ask ChatGPT something, bro, they give you an answer like that better than Google. Better than Google, man, for real. Now, I will say, AI is good in some way, but I'm pretty sure it has its bads to it too. Also, you know, that's the duality in life, though, right? Hey. It goes to show you how everything is connected, right? There's duality in everything, right?
We don't know how close we are to that. So could not be more dire.
Right.
I think the goal is to, obviously, the goal is to make us, you know, AI. That's why we, you know, glued to our phones. They want us to be, you know, they want us to be literally mixed with AI. Like, literally. That's what they want, right? That's the point they want to get us to. I don't think it's gonna work though. I don't think it's gonna work. A lot of people is not gonna be with it, man. For real. Unless they create something like so like hopeful that's like, dang, you know what? Let's try it. Right? You gotta think about the, you know, do you really want to go down that path? That's like, you know, that part can affect your health too. Who knows what type of technology they got nowadays? You know, they hide everything from us. Everything's a mystery. Stupid.
Okay, so what are some, I guess, solutions to this then? Because I have no idea.
We need like an international treaty to be part of that new AI. And that's the way we do it. Make it illegal. That kind of research.
I'm sorry, it's a little windy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's probably a lot windy.
We need to shut it down. We need to, you know, pressure the government through nonviolent action to shut it down and nonviolently stop the companies that are doing it as well.
Okay.
Doing that kind of research.
Okay.
All nonviolent. I'm totally nonviolent, and you know, only endorse nonviolence.
Can you separate him a little bit from us, please?
With all due respect, you have my phone in your hand.
Sorry, it's your buddy. Can you tell your buddy either give us your number or just tell your friend here just give us some space?
He has my phone in his hand.
Yeah, he's right here.
So
Come over here with me. Just let him talk. It's okay. He's not gonna take your phone. I promise you'll get it back. Okay? Just hang with me right here.
Yeah. Can you give us your?
Nigga want his phone back, man. See how addicted we is to AI, y'all. Stop.
So you're free to stand, you know, off to the side, but recording what we're.
Man, that's crazy. He getting out here about AI development. Get up there about some food. Why the food ain't free? How about that, man? Let me stop that. But for real though, like, if anything, food should be free. Seriously. That, in my opinion, food should be free. I get the technology, it take a lot to make that. I get why we should pay for that, but food, shit, man, like, we should be able to get healthy food, but you know, that's not how they want it. You know what I'm saying? That's not how they want it. They want your body to deteriorate. You know, they want that. They love that. They want your body to deteriorate and get old. That's why you gotta try to make sure you're eating properly, right? Get your vegetables in, get your fruits in, get your steps in, get your jogging in, get your workout in, man. You know, so your body don't deteriorate so fast, right? You don't want to get to a certain age and now you feel trash. You don't want to feel trash. But I'm gonna go ahead and skip this. Obviously, we get it now. We understand what's going on. It's interesting, right? Now, I would say, I don't know if this guy's an agent, or this is an inside job. I don't know. But question everything, right? Question everything. And I'm not here to make you believe anything. I'm just here to be, present. That's it. I don't know what's going on, honestly, but it is interesting. I will say that.
Okay, so look at this, right? We got the World Ahead 2026 by The Economist, and they have posted a whole bunch of different graphics that seem to depict things that happen later on. We have all kinds of war stuff. There's like 4 quadrants to this. Someone did a whole breakdown. But look at what happens when you do this. So here's the image, and now let's mirror the image. And what do we get? The Masonic compass. And you may be thinking, well, this is a stretch because like you don't need to mirror stuff. But the mirroring represents the duality that these guys and these organizations, they do like the as above, so below thing. So this is part of the symbolism they're hiding in plain sight. Who's really pulling the strings here? We also have AI humanoid robots. We have those things. Voting booths, as if that does anything. And there's a whole bunch of symbolism in here. There's also a ton of pharmaceuticals, and there's also, what is that, like birth control or something? And missiles. I mean, what does this tell you that they think the world ahead is going to be? Also, I will say it does look like Trump is slipping. So I wonder what that means. Oh, and look at this. Controller connected to a brain. Is this mind control? Okay, so look at this, right? We got the World Ahead 2020
going on. It's like everything is just, they knew how this is going to play out. It's just so stupid. Like, just give up. You lost. Like, man, I got uno, nigga. It's over. You lost. I know you had 2 more cards. You almost had uno. You lost. Game over, all right? You lost, man. Try again in another lifetime. Maybe that's probably not gonna work out because you got a lot of karma and you gotta go to school for your karma, man. You know what I'm saying? Say goodbye. You might turn into a particle. That's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm sitting next to a motherfucker who thinks she finna pull every single toy out that damn drawer and had that shit all over my bed. Then nobody... Don't you pull not another toy out that drawer.
Wow. Adam must be knowing.
I'm sitting next to a motherfucker who
thinks
she finna pull every...
I'm gonna say this. That's not who he is.
How certain are you? Just one last question, sir, if I could.
No.
I just, it's been a very calm interview. We have to address these things.
Brother, rest in peace. Let my brother rest in peace. It's been 10 years this year. Let him rest in peace.
And the people that are still doubting him, what would you say to them, Jermaine?
Jermaine wasn't having that shit. Jermaine wasn't having that shit, man. Get the fuck out of my face. R.I.P. Michael, man. That dude had a crazy life, man. For real. It's like I don't know, like a Jesus story almost. Crazy.
My son said this hand movement makes squirrels come to you, and it works.
So does that really work, or it's working? It's working.
Yo, he ran away from
No.
Yes, dude, he almost didn't matter.
What happened?
He doesn't, bro.
We heard it in my car.
Yes.
It came out. It happened.
Yeah.
And I smelt it.
Dude, we heard the weather. I was like, no way. And then we saw him coming up, and Kylie was fucking phone up. I was like,
did y'all get any plates?
yes, she did. No, we're playing this game. This is not what I'm doing today. This is what we're doing. Oh, yo, it goes 1 car, 2 car, 3 car. Hold on.
How did he do
Total
that?
drove off. I cannot.
How the hell? Oh wow. So you the one that did that,
Yo.
Okay, they need to learn how to drive. So we need to make this left right here, right? Hold on. Okay, I didn't have my thing down, my arm down. So we need to make this left. Getting on I-85 south. But look where this turning lane driver is. Just sitting right here. There's no lights or anything. Get up and out there. Get up there. Get in the middle of the lane. Get up there, because these people, they don't have a light to come straight across. Get up there so that when you have the opportunity to make the left, you can make it absolutely pronto. Pronto. So you got to get up there to be able to do this. Like, for instance, right now, like, if you was up there, you could probably turn before that black truck got there. Now you want to turn into the black. Oh my God, I can't make this up. Okay, they need to learn how to drive. So we need to make.
Cause nah, I'm gonna take my time and turn when I'm ready and comfortable. I won't be rushed. That's I feel it. I feel it. Don't rush people. He is kind of rushing people now. You can't be rushing people now. You don't know if that person got anxiety. You don't know what's going on in the car, man. You never know. That's why you just, take it easy on people, man. If they do some dumb shit, think about it. They probably had a bad day. Shit. They probably hungry. You gotta think about things like that. People don't be thinking. They just be that my day matters more. Bro, everybody matters, okay? Everybody matters, all right? Dang, take your time, man. Sometimes you gotta take your time. For real, man. Slow down. Slow down. It's gonna be all right, man. We not making it out of here. We all gotta leave this earth someday. Calm down. Relax.
You're what, baby?
I'm laughing.
You're just laughing?
What?
Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?
What's going on, man?
Are you laughing or
What's going on, man?
I'm laughing.
Okay. You're what, baby?
What is going on? What is this? Oh my goodness, man. What happened? She must have did something, bro. Bro. Cause why is he crying and laughing? You can see he crying. His eyes were teared up. Look at him.
Bro, what the fuck? Oh, why is my Uber driver on the sidewalk? What's going on? Why are you on the sidewalk? Oh, why is my...
Trying to make sure the Uber driver can drive, all right? Shit. That's the VIP pickup. Okay. 5 stars automatically. Oh my God. He's like, why are you on the sidewalk? She is all on the sidewalk though. Damn. Shit. I hope that was on accident. God. Maybe she can't drive. That's probably why she on the sidewalk.
People often reference Michael Jackson when talking about rhinoplasty, and understandably, it's typically about what not to do. Because Michael Jackson's appearance changed so dramatically over the years, it warped a lot of people's perception of plastic surgery in a negative way. Fortunately, Michael Jackson's extreme journey with plastic surgery is definitely not the norm. Most patients simply want to look like an improved version of themselves and not someone completely different. Another point about Michael is that many people think he only had one or possibly two rhinoplasties to achieve his extreme look, which is unlikely. In reality, Michael Jackson is believed to have undergone multiple rhinoplasty surgeries over the years. Each procedure removed or reshaped some of the structural support of his nose. At a certain point, his nose began to appear.
So sad. His life is so sad and good. It's so sad though. Like, it was his intent to have a nose like Peter Pan. He was trying to be Peter Pan. I did see in the movie that he really liked the Peter Pan. Like, he really thought he was Peter Pan. He thought that. But it's so sad, man. Like, seeing him change like that. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that like grew up and seeing this transformation is like, damn, what's going on with Michael? You know, seeing him from like that kid state, you know, and it's like his his early 20s. It's like, damn, what happened? You know what I'm saying? What happened to Michael, man? You would think he was on some type of yeah. Shit, it's sad, man. Damn. Then he turned white on us. Like, then people saying he don't want to be black. Like, this, he didn't have no control of that. He got a disease or whatever that is. That was sad. It's really sad seeing this.
Overdone, unnatural, and collapsed, meaning there wasn't enough cartilage left to maintain its shape, function, or integrity. That's when the public started to notice pinching or an overly altered appearance of the nose with a narrowed tip and triangular-shaped nostrils. In other words, Michael Jackson's transformation didn't happen overnight. It evolved over decades. What people often noticed was the cumulative effect of multiple revision surgeries over time. All of Michael's late rhinoplasty results should be a thing of the past. A modern-day rhinoplasty should be naturally appearing and undetectable to strangers. Even though a modern rhinoplasty typically involves reducing the overall size of the nose, it should be done with a precise technique that aims at preserving as much normal structural anatomy as possible. The goal is to create a seamless aesthetic and a natural shape without compromising underlying support. With a closed or scarless approach, we're able to reshape and refine the nose while also preserving its natural framework. It is important to recognize that wanting a noticeable result isn't the problem. Many patients do want a visible change, a smaller bridge, a more defined tip, a nose that photographs differently. That's completely valid. The difference is that modern rhinoplasty is designed to create that change precisely and safely without compromising the structure or function of the nose. In general, the results of a scarless rhinoplasty can absolutely appear both dramatic and natural. It can change how you look in photos, help balance your facial profile, and even change how people perceive your overall aesthetic. After a well-performed rhinoplasty, people may notice something looks different and that you appear more attractive, but they can't quite pinpoint exactly what changed. People often...
It's crazy how a nose can really make you look different, though. I like my nose, man. I got like a decent nose. But they do say like smaller nose. If you got like a smaller nose, it's more attractive, more appealing. I would say that, not attractive. It's look more appealing, right? I don't know. Michael didn't have like a bad nose, but you know, his dad probably, you know, he was going through that. Shadow work. You got to do your shadow work, man. It's alright though, man. At the end of the day, that's what made Michael. Right? Hey, RP to that brother, man. Sad.
Starting out with his first surgery, looking at the two images side by side, it looks like he had an alarplasty performed, and that's to reduce the width of the base. He also had some increased projection added to his dorsum, which is also called the bridge, as well as some tip grafting in the tip of his nose for added projection, and it looks like overall sort of a thinner appearance. Now with this second rhinoplasty surgery, it looks like the tip and the bridge were further narrowed and further refined. It still looks natural, but he's already starting to have some loss of lateral nasal support. And you can see these depressions, or like a groove forming at the what's called the supraalar crease. It's this crease on top of the ala. As you'll see with the subsequent surgeries, it gets deeper and deeper. He's also developing kind of a button nose where there's this pinching of the lower lateral cartilages in this portion of the nose. Surgery number 3, you can see a clear change here with continued lateral wall collapse. Really at this point, I think it was unlikely that this was helping his breathing, and I think really causing a deterioration in his nasal breathing. And then I think from 1986 to 1993, he had a series of rhinoplasties. It's hard to pinpoint exactly which year or which month they were done, but I think he had his 4th to 6th rhinoplasties in that time span. And then surgery number 7, there's increased rotation of the nose, and that's this way. So increasing the rotation will bring the tip of the nose up, further narrowing of the bridge, further narrowing of the tip, and an elevation or rotation of the tip as well. 1995 is when I believe Michael had an 8th rhinoplasty surgery. When you look at these pictures, you're seeing this further narrowing as much as possible to give him a little tiny tip to the nose, keeping the bridge as narrow as possible, this extreme sort of button nose, and really complete loss of it, the entire lateral wall of the nose. It's almost like it doesn't exist. In 2000, I think Michael Jackson had a 9th rhinoplasty. And at this point, you can see that the bridge has really started to cave in. And then in 2005, it appears that he may have had a 10th rhinoplasty with a focus on rebuilding the bridge and the tip. I think this is potentially beyond just filler. I think he did try to have another procedure. And at this point, they may have used even rib cartilage to help reconstruct the nose. So overall, I think he's had at least 10 rhinoplasty surgeries. Michael once said, "I'm never pleased with anything. I'm a perfectionist. It's part of who I am." So I think part of what drove him and what inspired him to continue to create all this incredible music and perfect his dance moves and all this, beautiful stuff that he brought into the world was probably some of the same tendencies that also drove him to do all these surgeries.
Here's a list of things that used to be considered wild conspiracies that are now proven fact. Mass surveillance of Americans. The Tuskegee syphilis experiment. Operation Northwoods. The Gulf of Tonkin incident. Sugar industry manipulating science. Radiation experiments on civilians. Facebook emotional contagion experiment. Location tracking via smartphone, or pretty much everything. The FBI surveillance of Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh.
Testing chemicals and biological agents on unwitting populations.
Yup. Definitely.
COINTELPRO.
Definitely.
Operation Popeye.
Mm.
Black holes. Ball lightning.
Mm.
And the government studying ESP for at least 20 years.
I don't know about that.
And remember, all of these things were considered wild conspiracies until they weren't.
Mm.
Makes me wonder how this list will change in another 20 years.
Right. They try to make everything conspiracy. Nah, nigga, that's real shit. Real life. This is what's really going on, not reality. Now, I don't know about all them theories, but shit, I'm pretty sure it's not a theory. It's a fact. I'm gonna have to look into them everything she just listed. I'm gonna have to look into that. Check that out. Maybe make a video on it. one of these days. But let's see what's next.
I think humans are facing zoochosis. Zoochosis happens when you keep animals in cages and you start seeing this abnormal repetitive behavior. And this happens when environments don't meet their physical, their emotional, their psychological needs. So you'll see the animals pace back and forth, they'll rock, they'll sway, they'll self-harm with over-grooming or biting themselves. Or you see this apathy and withdrawal. And this is from the chronic stress and the lack of agency and this lack of stimulation. There's a growing conversation in psychology and neuroscience that what we are seeing with human beings is mirroring things that we see with zoochosis. This overeating, this overworking, this overconsumption, these looping thoughts, this scrolling endlessly. It's the body's attempt at regulating a chronically dysregulated nervous system. The sedentary lifestyle and this artificial light that disrupts these circadian rhythms. The social disconnection, the lack of meaningful connection to the actual earth. This is all making us go crazy. Yeah. There's no doubt that this modern world has built this cage, and it only works because we do not question it, because we build these little cages inside ourselves and willingly walk into them. And I get why. We're social and we follow what we see, but I'm seeing more people than I ever have deconstruct this cage. They are no longer participating. And that type of person is probably the most dangerous to the status quo of these systems. I think humans are facing zoochosis.
It's like a lot of people is lonely nowadays too. Bro, even me, like, bro, like we connected over the internet. Like for real, like nah. Life it's bad right now, man. Everything is unbalanced. Everything's unbalanced, man. We gotta do something, man, for real. That's why I'm glad we do got TikTok, because people was talking about stuff like this, you know. I'm glad we are, you know, as long as we are aware of what's happening, we can change it, you know.
The easiest way to know if someone is lying to you is by observing which direction they look when they answer your question. If you ask them a question and they look to the right, it's an indication they're using the right hemisphere of the brain, the creative part of the mind, to come up with an answer, which will more than likely be a lie. However, if they look upwards to the middle of their forehead, it's an indication they're going into their memory to bring you the true answer. The next time you ask someone a question, notice which direction their eyes look in.
So here are some of the symptoms that they were mentioning yesterday that you probably have been feeling the past 2 weeks, and then we're going to go into more of the emotional and even psychological symptoms that you're going to be experiencing as well. Headaches. Apparently having a headache or even just like a pressure in your head is a very common symptom, along with body aches, just random body aches. Remember, guys, we are electromagnetic frequency beings. We're frequency beings experiencing a physical body. So of course we're going to experience this not just at an energetic level, but we're going to experience it at a physical level as well. Nausea is also a really big symptom. And I don't know about you, but like, it's not even just a nauseous feeling. I'm actually getting that feeling right now. It's like a pain or a sharpness in the solar plexus, which is not very pleasant. Also weird, like temperature changes as well. If you've been feeling like really hot all of a sudden or really cold all of a sudden, that's a part of it. And then also like lightheadedness or getting dizzy or even having bouts of vertigo. And I've been having a lot of bouts of almost like borderline fainting spells. And I just haven't been able to really put my finger on it. So those are sort of more of the physical symptoms. There are other symptoms that are like more rare. Like some people are experiencing weird skin issues. Like it could be like a rash on your skin. A lot of that is actually your body purging. Some people actually have been nauseous to the point of like purging. That can be a part of it as well. Our bodies are trying to adjust to the difference in frequency, and it's not always an easy adjustment. At nighttime, having really vivid dreams is a very common symptom as well, or just straight up not being able to sleep at all. You're just awake every single hour on the hour all night long. I know the past week or two, I've had multiple nights of just being completely wide awake, and that's been pretty brutal.
Yeah, have you guys been experiencing that type of symptoms? Have you guys? Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you guys this. I had a vivid dream the other day. It was weird. So in my dream, it's my mom, my sister. Boom. We going to the store. It's this guy. I don't know. We was getting like we was getting something from this guy, and he was being weird. You know, he was being weird, and the store was like it was dim light, and then it was like this back room that was really dark, but the lights in the store was so dim. It almost looked like it wasn't even no light in the store, right? But he was being weird and we was just trying to get something from him, right? I don't know, it was some type of item that we was trying to get, and he had to go to the back of the store and get it. And he just turned into a reptilian or some shit. I don't know. Like his voice changed, all that shit. And then in my dream, I'm like, what the hell's wrong? Like my mom, like, what is wrong with this man? Like, right? Like for real, cause it's like he go to the back and it's like he had like this anger about him. Like he didn't want to be there. And then his voice changed into it was like a reptilian like voice or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it was like it wasn't like a normal you know how somebody get mad? It wasn't more of like that. It was more like a monster effect. Like he was turning into a reptilian. And it's like I can just like I didn't even have to see him to know how he looked. Like just off of that, he sounded like a reptilian. Like seriously, I don't know why I had that dream, but that was weird. That was a weird dream. I ain't gonna lie. Dreams, right? Can be messages. Like who knows? You know, these reptilians might show themselves pretty soon here, man. I don't know, but all I know is we are way more powerful than them, for real. Because we're just able to just detect lower vibration, and when you're a high vibrational person, you're gonna detect that, and you don't want to be around that energy. And another thing, low frequency people don't like being around high frequency people. Yeah, they start to get angry. A lot of they just act weird. I noticed that. But yeah, that's a story, man. That's the dream I had. It's weird dream, very weird. I don't know why I even had that type of dream. That was weird.
We're currently in end stage capitalism. The world is falling apart. The economy is fucked, and everything gives us cancer. So this is what we're going to do as part of our prepping. We are going to buy these big things of Castile soap. We can use them for washing our bodies, washing our dishes, washing our dogs. We can use it for anything. The current dish soaps have been linked to giving us cancer. Who knows what's in the body soaps? So this is a good way to go. These were only $21 a piece. So that is very affordable, especially since you can use it for everything. You can use it to make your cleaning products for your house. And if you stock up, if shit hits the fan, you will have enough on hand to cover all of your needs. I have this exact product on my Amazon prep list. We're currently in end stage.
I might have to get that.
Okay, so there's still visible remnants of 9/11 that almost no one knows about. Right, to see them enter the subway station on the north side of the Oculus. It's gonna say World Trade Center above it. Then take the escalator to the lower level. After you get off the escalator, take a left. And follow signs to the E train. Then once you go through these doors, take a right. And here are remnants of the original World Trade Center complex that was destroyed on 9/11, specifically this thing. So here is the original subway entrance that led into the World Trade Center complex that was destroyed on 9/11. And here's a remnant of that horrific event that has remained preserved. So a sign above explains what it is. So it says the markings of this door were made by search and rescue teams in the immediate aftermath of the September 11, 2001 attacks on the World Trade Center. The code indicates that the search occurred on September 13th, 2001. The X in the box represents that the conditions at that time made this a dangerous area. These markings were made by firefighters in the days following 9/11 as they searched the disaster area for potential survivors. Also, all of this area is part of the original World Trade Center complex as well, and this sign explains that. So even though there's a ramp here, it says no wheelchair access beyond this point. Ramp is part of the original World Trade Center space. This ramp and these stairs led directly into the World Trade Center complex that was destroyed on 9/11. And on 9/11, survivors used these very steps and ramp in hope of fleeing to safety. And it's crazy, people walk through here all the time and have no idea the significance that this area holds. Follow Johnny Murtaugh for more information about New York City.
Everything is spiritual. You lost your job, that's spiritual. Your kids is not listening, that's spiritual. Your husband is not having sex with you no more because he's not attracted to you, that's spiritual. You can't keep a man, that's spiritual. You're sick, diabetes, all of those things, high cholesterol, that's spiritual.
But what
on
about,
top of what you're eating.
I eat bad.
Well, you can still eat bad and still have the lineage of sickness in your bloodline. What are you talking about? Everything is spiritual. I'm not over spiritualizing anything. You're not over spiritualizing anything. What we're doing is bringing truth and people don't want to hear that. So the Bible says when you reject the word of God, when you reject the truth, know where you're going. And I'll be the first person to tell you, you're going to hell. Everything. A running conspiracy theory that I have ever since I learned about Antarctica and the climate collapse that we're going through is that Antarctica is going to essentially become a safe haven for a lot of people who live within the Americas. We do not realize that Earth is basically tilting itself like a snow globe. Everything is getting flipped and shook up. All right. With that, you're noticing a lot of the frozen places are becoming warmer. They're thawing, they're clearing itself, and that's not normal. You're realizing a lot of places that are used to having 4 normal seasons are getting tropical weather like islands, which doesn't make any sense because why is it raining one day, hailing the next, 80 the next, then fucking -1 degrees the next? This is not normal. Then you have other places that are normally warm or have regular, heat waves and different things like that are experiencing catastrophic heat temperatures. This is not normal at all. Then you have Canada, they're going through a water drought, but that's due to data centers because instead of them choosing to shut those down, they'd rather just tell the people who live over there, hey, how about we just ration water? Fuckers. I think that's dumb as shit. Now, with Antarctica, Earth itself is naturally clearing that. It's clearing that area. It's flushing out all the diseases that have been kept inside those glaciers and different things like that. A lot of people seem to forget that every single time that Earth resets itself, it always does survival of the fittest. It only evolves the things that require it to keep going. It only gives back to the animals that required a certain amount of food. Like, even for example, when we think about giraffes and shit, before giraffes, we didn't even have trees in this motherfucker. There was like little, I think you guys saw on like the Discovery Channel, the trees that we used to have back in the day were like little weird ass nubs. There weren't even trees. But over time, we grew trees, and magically, giraffes here, that's her diet. Different, you see where I'm going? I'm trying to break this down in a more simplistic way. But with that, Earth has a magical catastrophic way of showing that I'm going to reset things. I'm going to give the Earth back what it needs, but it's survival of the fittest. If you can survive, it will supply what you need to live. Now, do I think that human beings are not going to survive the grand catastrophic strike or any of these wars? I think that yes, absolutely we will. But we are in a field of survival of the fittest. You guys don't realize we just walked out of Armageddon, Canada fires. Y'all forgot what our skies were looking like. We've suffered earthquakes in random places. We have rain, squalls, trees exploding from freezing temperatures in areas that never happened before. We're having rain. We're having rainfall to the point that it's causing floods, guys. We have literal land masses that are sinking into itself. This is not normal. This is not normal. Also, there is probably a high possibility that they may choose to give the rich the first opportunity to live in those safe havens before they do us. Which, by the way, if I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm on your ass if that ever happened. You feel me? I'm releasing every animal and every person, okay? It's really going to be eat the rich at that point, boo. But yes. That has been my running theory. Pay attention to a lot of areas that have been known to be frozen over. Pay attention to the animals. Pay attention to the way the current of the ocean is moving. These simple things, even down to noticing, okay, this animal is mating with this animal. This has never happened before. 2 creatures deciding to come together. Realize that when you notice animals moving erratically, they're moving with nature itself. It's not them being erratic or different. They're moving with the abnormality of nature.
They're flowing, and that's what we must do. So, where they migrate, honestly, I'm a type of person that always believe where the birds go, I go. That's where it's safest. They are literally Earth's angels, if I'm gonna really keep it a buck with you like that. Birds are the number one individuals that give you the number one notion it's safe. This is where you should go. And honestly, I wish that they would finally like think about getting a scientist to put, you know what I'm saying, tiny cameras on birds to see where they migrate. Where do they go? Like, I want to see where each flock fucking goes. Oh, sorry, I just went on a rant, but that was my...
Yeah. They said, yes, the birds are chirping like crazy. Yeah, I be saying that, man. They be up early chirping and shit, man. It's so beautiful though, like hearing birds do that though. Like the sound of that. I wonder what's the what that mean. What's the benefits behind that? I want to know. I'm gonna look into that.
Did y'all forget that we are so powerful that we was infiltrated and studied by the FBI and the CIA? Did y'all forget that last time that we had to be self-sufficient and come together, we were so powerful that they created desegregation and also they blew up our cities all over the country? You think I care about Trump being in office? You want to know why you can't learn nothing? It's because you stuck on the fact that I don't like him. He said this, he said... I never said that I like Trump. I said we're going to do better on the Trump. Because some of y'all need to be reminded that you don't have no allies and you don't have no friends. Look at this book. Think like a monk. Do I look like a monk to you? I could learn something from anybody. So I'm going to progress different than anybody. You got to be playing chess. They playing chess while you playing checkers. You have to be able to understand that you can pull for anybody and that self-sufficiency is the key. And why Kamala was not going to do nothing for us? Guess who got a hate bill before us? Asians. Affirmative action was already doing away. DEI. It don't matter. We still the most qualified. And if we don't get the job for being most qualified, we're innovative. We invent our own stuff. And if you want to lock us out, we're going to create our own. Again, so successful that when we have our own, they always get rid of it. Because if they didn't blow up the towns, and if they didn't try to desegregate so we would be diluted, and I remember what the purpose was, they built a highway through it. They put drugs in it. They put weapons in it. We've always been a threat. We've always been powerful, and we've always been fighters. Don't forget that. We're going to be good no matter what. Y'all not. Did y'all forget?
The old original records were actually made on copper. The original records that used to play music were actually on copper. Then when DuPont came around, they became vinyl records, and they changed the frequency. If you were to listen to music off of copper, there would be a different resonance or different frequency that comes off the copper. Versus if you listen to vinyl or plastic, there's a different frequency which is being emitted. So when you look at the old records, those were made on copper before they changed to vinyl and DuPont plastic. You have to think about frequency, wavelengths, everything that comes from all of these things. Like 440 hertz versus 432 hertz. 440 hertz was designed by the with music to make you angry, to put you into a mode in which you get angry and start to fight with people. 432 hertz, which was classical music, was very, very healing and would restore and put the body into the 7.83 hertz Schumann resonance. So this is why changed the music back in the day, so that when people would listen to 440 hertz, they would get angry and they start fighting with each other. You can't have divide and conquer if you don't fight with each other.
Yep. Is this a real place? This is the Spa 2.0. Nice door. Nice ancient door. It's definitely an old house. I wonder what year. Early 90s for sure.
This is the craziest creature on Earth, the nudibranch. It's a type of slug that has the ability to steal the abilities of the creatures they consume. For instance, if one consumes a venomous jellyfish, they themselves will become venomous and have venomous stingers. Like their body just transforms. It's ditto. But the crazy part is one was identified that was able to consume plants like algae and steal the ability of photosynthesis. Which means they never need to eat again. All of the energy they'll ever need, they get from the sun. Like a plant. What? This is the crazy.
That's shocking right there. For real. Says the Noodle Branch is a superhero. Yeah.
What this Big Mac looks like under my microscope.
Let's see.
McDonald's has been hiding some big fat lies to keep people addicted. But after you watch this, I hope you'll not be fooled anymore. Because in this video, you'll finally know the surprisingly shady answers to why the French fries, Coke, and Sprite taste so different at McDonald's.
Everyone knows that McDonald's Sprite tastes way better than just ordinary Sprite. Why is it so good, right?
Why their ice cream machine is almost always broken.
Can I just get one vanilla ice cream cone?
Just broke.
And finally, what creepy psychological trick is hidden in the McDonald's logo?
I love McDonald's. Bum.
These are the 5 dark secrets that McDonald's doesn't want you to know.
McDonald's even sell real food.
Mold on my fish fry sandwich. That's disgusting.
Ugh.
Number 1, fries loaded with chemical. You'd think that the signature McDonald's French fries only had one ingredient, potatoes, right? But no. Since this fast food giant has to keep you craving for more, they've got 10
That's ridiculous.
potatoes, natural beef flavor, and 8 of those are inside. Basically a lot of chemicals. And that explains why McDonald's fries taste so different.
And this is probably the worst food you could possibly eat with tons of chemical ingredients.
But it's with natural beef flavor where the deception comes in.
How many of y'all have McDonald's? How many of y'all be eating out a lot? You have to be strict, man. You have to. Especially if you're a person trying to lose weight, you have to be strict. I get it. It'd be hard. I'll be messing up too. I do. But you got, like, if you're going to mess up, man, at least get right back on it. Just get you a diet that you can, like a meal that you can, you know, be happy with. But like, you know what? I can eat this every day. If this was the only thing I could eat for the rest of my life, I can eat this every day. Just get that one meal. Just get that one meal. But like, I'm gonna keep making this and make sure it's healthy. Gotta have some vegetables, you know, some type of protein, and some, you know, get your your nuts, right? Pumpkin seeds, almonds, walnuts, cashew, right? Make sure you always have that, and make sure you always have vegetables, man. For real, just find you a meal that you would just be happy with. For real, man. Just find that one meal. That one meal, be like, okay, I can get back into this. You know what I'm saying? I can mess up on my diet. I'm gonna get back to that meal, right? Do it like that, man. I think that's the best way I can put it. You know. I know it's hard. You be like, I'm gonna just DoorDash shit, or I'm gonna just go to this restaurant real quick. Like, come on, man. Don't overindulge, please. I get it though. I understand. I have my days too. But people don't be realizing like that shit adds up, man. It really does. You keep eating like that, man, and it's gonna catch up. It will catch up to you, man. For real. Now you haven't just, you know, do the best you can.
You put it up against somebody's chest like that. So if you guys can see that picture, that lightning rod is now in the direction of which it's pointing this way. It actually makes the body weaker. Okay? Now, if you take a lightning rod and you do it the opposite way,
hold on, give me a second.
You put it up against somebody's chest like that. So if you guys can see.
100 days ago, I set up this jar using nothing but water and sludge from a storm drain. Yep, you heard that right. This water came from a heavily polluted sewer water. At first, it was completely cloudy, so I sealed the jar and left it alone for a few days. When the water finally cleared, all kinds of life appeared. Strange worms reacting to movement, tiny crustaceans, even hungry predators searching for careless prey. Then I forgot about it on a shelf for more than 3 months. When I checked it again, algae had taken over, and inside, life or death battles were playing out over food. But let's go back to day 1. When I got home, the water in the jars was completely murky from being moved around. Even so, there were already signs of life, tiny snails gliding across the bottom, and larvae darting through the suspended mud at full speed. But that was only a preview of what I would find inside. By the next day, the water had cleared up quite a bit. Now the inside was starting to reveal itself. Interestingly, the smaller jar cleared first, but for now let's focus on the bigger one. At the bottom was a thick layer of sludge. Above it sat a small clump of green algae. Across the surface of the substrate, there were strange crater-like holes. Where did they come from? As it turns out, each hole is home to an animal. More specifically, they shelter these bloodworm larvae. They have that intense red color because of hemoglobin, just like our blood. They need high levels of it to survive in low oxygen water like the drain they came from. Apparently, these animals treat light as a danger signal, so whenever I turn the light on, they quickly retreat back into their burrows. But they are not alone. Another one of the most common residents shows up here, tubifex worms. I'm not surprised they're here. Their natural habitat is stagnant, polluted water loaded with decomposing organic matter. They live anchored in the mud, with their heads buried while they feed and their tails exposed so they can breathe. That constant motion helps them survive in extreme conditions. They usually live in murky water with very poor visibility, so they've evolved to hide instantly whenever they detect danger. They sense it through vibrations, and many of them react in near-perfect coordination. There are hundreds of them, probably thousands. They completely dominate the bottom, but not all of them stay there. Some have decided to come up and try their luck near the surface. Here they are clustered around the shed skin of a mosquito larva. I'd love to know what they're planning. In the smaller jar, the situation is similar. They clearly dominate the lower half of the jar. To do that, they build deep, complex tunnels where they anchor themselves and search for food. Space is tighter here,
It's so nasty.
Competition is even more.
It's actually so nasty. I'm sorry if somebody's eating right now and you're watching this. I'm gonna skip this though. But it is interesting. I'm gonna skip this though.
I'm pretty sure freshly poured concrete ain't supposed to look like that. For this bridge that's costing damn near $1 billion, why is it that the foundational block is already breaking apart and cracking? Share this, guys.
Quick thought.
We don't
This
sleep.
gonna sound wild, but did you know that we don't ever sleep? Like what we think we doing every night when we close our eyes and we lay there still for a moment, we thinking we sleeping, when really the body is in a state of preparing itself. Let me explain. Every time the sun gets into a certain position in the sky and we call it nighttime, the body starts releasing chemicals to make us go to sleep, like melatonin. When daytime comes, the light sends signals to the brain to tell it to stop producing melatonin. So that's why we wake up. We have energy now because we're not producing melatonin no more. But here's the thing. If the body's not producing melatonin, you're not resting. So for everybody who's sleeping with TVs on, cell phones, so working overnight, the time you're supposed to be sleeping and your body supposed to restore it and repair itself, you're up. The body's not getting what it needs. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. That's why you feel so tired and drained every day. Because you think you slept, but you didn't. We don't sleep. We restore the body. The body gets realigned from days and all day of doing all the stuff we wanted to do. It sits still and the body starts to realign itself. But if you're not sleeping in pitch black darkness, you're not getting healed. Your body's not preparing itself. You're not resting. It's not resetting itself. You had to sleep. The body has to release melatonin. In order for that to happen, you have to be in night, dark, real dark, pitch black room to sleep. The more darker it is, the more melatonin the body produces. When light starts coming around, the eye detect light, you're not getting no melatonin. You need melatonin for recovery, for rest, and restoration, so the body can restore itself.
And you notice when you get some good sleep, you be ready to tackle the whole day, man. For real. For real, man. It's like, I feel good. Like that, you got some good sleep. You wake up and you just feel ready to go. Yeah, man. For real. If you can, try to, turn off the phone, turn off the TV, turn off all the freaking lights. I'll be having to do that too. For real. The dude be affecting me with all these lights and shit.
Leaked footage shows the Starbucks CEO defending their $9 coffee price, describing it as an affordable premium experience.
All right, y'all got to see this lady's abandoned closet because this has no rhyme or reason. It's just one of the biggest closets I've ever seen, and it doesn't make any sense. Look, it goes back here, but without any rhyme or reason, these are the steps to go down. It's a dresser drawer that you have to step
disaster.
on. And then you go like this to step down, but it doesn't end there. Watch this. It goes around the corner. Y'all follow me? Check this out. Into like a whole nother house. Like I've never seen anything like this before. Look, and a whole living room right here just chilling. Like what the hell? And if you don't think that's enough, watch this.
It's more.
Check this. Oh, look at it.
No
Give a
way.
shout out to the piss jug. Definitely a hoarder's house.
Yeah.
Y'all watch this. And it just goes down into another house. What? This is the most hoarded, cracked out, seedy crack den I think I've ever found in my life. Look, we got Frank Sinatra tapes sitting right there. We got family portraits. I'm going to show y'all something really weird in just a minute. Check this out. Oh my, y'all, what is this? That's like something out of the Addams Family.
YouTube, this is for educational purposes only.
Something, y'all see that? That's something that chandelier. Look like you hang people from that thing. And look, this is all the family portraits that are left behind too. Wow.
It's a black family.
Whoa, we even have more over here. Wow.
They
What the
have
heck?
money.
I can't believe this family just left all this stuff behind like that. It is absolutely absurd.
Yeah, money.
2002, I think this place went abandoned. I mean, you're literally in a jungle with this place, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's go make our way to the front. All right, y'all.
That's interesting.
When a bug lands on a carnivorous plant, it slowly curls its leaves around it so that it can't escape. But what happens when we...
Wow. What you about to make? What you about to make? Dope.
Now, in my crazy opinion, I really don't think something like this is natural. Because I really do think at one time this had to be a person. Because as much as you want to believe that this is just possibly nature, there has to be something more to this than just that. Now, honestly, ladies.
Yeah, get a good look. You know what that was? It was a little pill that they drop in the water, in the grease, my bad, and it makes fries. Now, I've seen them drop fries plenty of times, cut, whatever, but I know for a fact I've gotten some fries out of the side of that car that's underneath the seat that's been in that car since 97. Now, then you wonder why we got so much plastic in our body. They just dropping pellets in there, and it was that 2 or 4 orders of fries in one little pellet. Man, I just throw all the food in the trash and let's start all over. Just throw it all away and let's start all over. Huh? In fact, do yourself a solid. Make your own fries like your mama used to do. Cut them up. They be big as like a biscuit, like a fry is as big as your forearm. Right? And she'd be like, well, you take 1 scoop and all the ketchup gone. That's what we need to get back to. Yeah. French fries. Pay attention.
That's bad.
Receipts?
Yeah, don't touch it.
What do you mean don't touch it?
So receipts are...
Why are you touching it like that?
Covered with BPA. I mean, literally just covered. That's how it prints it, right? This isn't like a printer. This is printed, it's a thermal paper, and the BPA is allowing the printing to happen, and so they're covered with bisphenol A. People that are handling receipts, like cashiers that are handling receipts, have really high levels of BPA, particularly if they use like hand sanitizing lotion or any lotion, any sort of cream makes the BPA, again, BPA is fat soluble. These creams, the hand sanitizers are carrying it inside your bloodstream about 100-fold higher than not having that. So first of all, you can opt to have a receipt emailed to you. If you need the receipt, I would do that. Or, don't touch it. But also if you work in if you're a cashier and you work in this industry, really, really please wear nitrile gloves. I mean, this is like your BPA levels. If you were to go get them measured, which you can, there are companies out there now that do measure BPA levels in urine. You will see that they are extremely, extremely high. So nitrile gloves will protect you from the BPA getting across your dermal barrier and getting to your bloodstream. Latex gloves do not, so make sure they're nitrile gloves. And then for people that are not in the industry, try to avoid the receipts. I mean, it's a really big exposure to BPA that people aren't even realizing. So really, really, really important to remember receipts are a very big source of BPA that people are not thinking about, particularly people that are routinely handling these receipts.
When you wake up in the morning, claim your day, claim your wellness, claim success for that day, claim
Yes,
it. And
yes.
that revs up your system. It gives you more strength to go over these little bumps in the road. You're going to have humps and bumps on the road of life. That's going to happen. But some people just dwell in that bump too long. You dwell in anger too long. You have an illness. When you dwell in sadness, they call it depression. When you dwell in it, that's the problem. You got to know that nothing lasts forever. You're going to get through this. You can deep breathe. You can meditate. You can do whatever you like, but it's just a bump in the road of life.
Cancer, in his definition, is a disease. Cancer now.
What is that? It's a lot of rust. Oh yeah, I remember this dude. He the one that cleans that sharpener. I remember this. He like to clean stuff, huh? Yup, I knew it. Yup. I gotta see this. How you gonna? Let's see how you gonna finish. Get that cleaned off. It's a pencil sharpener, right? That looks so nasty, man. I don't know why, but this is actually satisfying. I'm about to keep watching it. Like a whole brand new pencil sharpener, don't it? He's good, man. Hey, type of one in the comments if you're watching this with me right now. You can tell he went to school for this type of stuff, man. Yeah, he's good. It's good what he do. So that's a blade. Good old pencil sharpener, huh? What is that? That's crazy. He turned that into that clean, new looking sharpener, pencil sharpener, whatever this is. I don't know what is that for. I'm pretty sure it's like a pencil sharpener or something though. All right.
I don't think chocolate's supposed to look like this. Why is it so like elasticy? It's like poop, bruh.
And look at this shit. This is fucking paper. Look at this. This is goddamn paper. This ain't no goddamn building material. This is fucking arts and crafts. Whole fucking house. Goddamn origami house.
$7 for 10 slices of cheese? I need to get the fuck out of the US.
$75 for 3 steaks. Do you think that's ridiculous? Last week I was here, it was $70 for 3 steaks. Now it's $75.
Because I'm looking for some ground beef. Why is it $30?
$5.99 for a regular sized bag of Doritos. Are you freaking kidding me?
I told my nephew, go pick out your favorite juice, but
99.10.
You got water at the crib, let's go.
Look at this, $3.29 for a regular damn Hershey's bar. You guys are smoking crack.
10 pretzels in there, right? $25 fucking dollars, dude. Go fuck yourself.
All right, so the hype is true, you guys. Anything that you want to try at Trader Joe's, they will open it for you right there and let you try it.
Just a friendly reminder to everybody that you're not having a bad day, you're being poisoned. You're not in a bad mood, you're being poisoned. This isn't your hormone imbalance, you're being poisoned. This isn't your period, you're being poisoned. Alright? This isn't your shitty ass manager or coworker and stuff, you're being poisoned. You did get enough sleep last night, you're being poisoned. You're eating plenty, you're being poisoned.
Have you ever seen a chocolate tree? This is where chocolate grows. This is a chocolate tree right here, right? The cacao tree. Now look. What's real interesting about this, look how they grow right off the trunk of the tree like this. I've never seen a tree where the fruit grow this low to the ground. Look at this. Ain't that a trip? They got like a fruit around the edge of the seeds, and then you could actually eat the seed. The seed, it's a bunch of seeds that's in the middle of these. The seeds is where the chocolate come from. Let me know if you knew that. Where's that lens at? Have you ever seen a...
Only in Houston. Only in Houston do you see shit like this, bro. That's crazy. This man is driving on his room.
Gotta do what he gotta do, man. Yeah. It's tough.
Bro, what the fuck?
That's tough.
You dream something, and it happens years later.
So when I want to wash dishes, I make sure I monitor how much water I use.
Don't look at me, man. Don't look at me.
You know what?
So when I want to wash...
And it's coming out in the bloodstream. And for everyone else who have been in my groups, you already know, you guys know my story. When I first went raw in my first like 30, 60 days, I went through hell. I was, I had hives all over. I was lethargic. I'd pass out. I would go to class and I'd come home at 2, 3 in the afternoon and pass out for the rest of the night. But looking back, it was my body healing, and it's coming out in the book.
Look at this. This is ridiculous. But this is what they feed our children. This is what our children have to eat. And this is why I have to always have some healthy snacks.
Was our school lunches really top tier back in the day? Or is it the fact that we didn't have social media to record this type of stuff? Because I don't remember parents or students ever complaining about how the food was. We actually brag about it from time to time now.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is ridiculous.
I don't know, but I don't remember this. Do y'all remember this? I remember the chicken patties actually being decent. I remember this.
Nurse on deathbed claims she swapped more than 5,000 babies.
The white tried to warn us. When the baby is born, mark the baby with the mark that only you wouldn't.
This just might be the best movie theater in America. This is Cosm, a 363-degree dome where you don't just watch the movie, you're inside it. This screen is massive, 87 feet wide. No matter where you sit, the views are incredible. I watched The Matrix here, and this experience made me feel like I was in The Matrix. They also have a full lounge experience. You can order food and drinks right from your seat, and the food is actually good. They also stream live sports, concerts, and immersive art shows. After this, I could never watch a regular movie again. Comment below if you'd watch a movie here.
Yeah, I would. That was like a cool place to be. Where's this at? Wow, that's dope.
We want to get our fats from whole sources. Okay.
Any video that I don't want to watch, I'm gonna skip it.
Okay. Adding oil, one measly little tablespoon of oil is 120 calories. So if you just start putting a bunch of oil in the pan, you already added 500-600 calories, and that does nothing to the taste, nothing to make you feel fuller or anything. So it's very calorically dense and doesn't add as much nutrients. So you want to be careful with that. So with that disclaimer out there, let's name some whole fat sources. Yes, ma'am. Nuts, coconut, 100%. Avocado. What about the actual olives instead of the olive oil? Anything else that you like, that you think of as a whole fat? Walnuts, yes. Okay, but coconut, tahini or sesame seeds, because tahini is just ground sesame seeds. So those are whole fat sources that you don't have to use oil for. We want to get...
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. However,
I do believe seeds will be the last and final currency, and those who have seeds
I
will
agree.
have power.
I agree.
I'm not a
She actually had a good point on that.
That is insane.
Then you would think the
That's
bedroom
sad.
is in here, right? No,
This is
nigga,
sad.
toilet.
Ain't no way. The stove next to the shower?
That's actually, that's crazy. What is that, a studio apartment? Has to be.
Because she ain't got no money to even pay for this, and I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here. No, I'm not. It's not no wait. What are we waiting for? You told me to hang up a picture, and then you in here getting transmission flush and all kind of bullshit. Bro, I don't have time for that, bro. You trying to finesse me. I'm out, bro. Hey, I don't know. I don't know what you got going on, bro. I'm out. I'm not paying for that, bro. And I'm not hanging up the picture. I'm out, bro. I don't know what type of time, because she ain't got no money to even pay for this, and I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here. No, I'm not. It's not no wait.
Boy, I'm liable to burn the whole house down, y'all. To go out of your way and do that, boy, everybody in the house gonna get it. I don't give a damn if it's mama, grandmama, y'all dead wrong for that. Y'all are dead wrong for that.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll be mad. Nah, somebody getting their stuff ate next time. Which I gotta get my get back. You know I do. I got to. Nope.
Beekeepers are given all resources, empowered to act on their own judgment. Outside the system.
Sure you want to do this, honeybee?
A health alert about a new study looking at microplastics. They are found in everything from plastic containers to water bottles, and new research finds they may be impacting our brain tissue. Chief Medical Correspondent Dr.
Everything is plastic. Plastic.
Why you like Tony Stark? What is Tony Stark? Is his name Tony Stark? Y'all know who I'm trying to say. The dude that played Iron Man. He like
Plastics take the stage at an international exhibit in Amsterdam.
Presenting the possibilities of plastics. Plastics make it possible.
It's amazing. Elastic plastic. Ordinary glues go pop, but elastic plastic glues do not. Just
Many of us are eating, drinking, and breathing tiny little pieces of plastic on a regular basis.
They're called microplastics.
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 Discussion today is about microplastics.
Now, microplastics are ending up in our food, our water, and the air. Bottles and packaging. Everything from hand lotion to soap to coffee pods. Researchers estimate the average person consumes up to 5 grams of plastic a week. That's the equivalent of a credit card.
Microplastics were present in the semen samples as well.
The last
Damn.
few years, me and Dallin have been trying to have a baby.
We have been trying to get pregnant.
depopulation. They don't want us to have babies. Yep. It's their tactic. This is how they...
Plastic surrounds us, everywhere. We were all living in a Barbie world, but you don't have to anymore. This is the Ivy Processed Food app. Not only does this app show you seed oil, pesticide, and heavy metal risk, it also tells you the level of microplastics the food you scan contain. Comment the word microplastic, and I'll send you a link for you to try.
I'm gonna download that. Wow.
Now I'm really thinking about becoming a vegetarian, bro. I'm at a fucking meat plant. I don't want to say the name of the company, but breakfast meats and all that shit, bro. It smells like a fucking dead body, bro. Look at, that's meat, bro. And then the whole plant smell like a fucking dead body, bro. Oh my God, this shit is terrible, y'all. Fuck. Now I'm...
Look at this. There's thousands of them.
All lying down like they dropped the same time.
Sir, what's going on here? Are they hurt?
Some of these are so simple you'll think they're fake, but the science says otherwise. Smell something strong. Peppermint, eucalyptus, coffee. Your olfactory system is the only sense wired directly to your emotional brain. It's the fastest sensory reset you have. Laugh, even if you force it. One study found that one single session of laughter cut cortisol by 37%. Your body can't tell the difference between real or fake laughter. It triggers the same response. Rearrange something in your environment. Your desk, your room, anything. Stress thrives on feeling stuck. Physically changing something in your environment gives your brain novel input and breaks a loop. Cry. Emotional tears literally contain cortisol and adrenaline. Crying flushes them out and triggers endorphins. Your body created crying as a stress relief valve. Use it. Pet an animal. 10 minutes of petting an animal measurably drops your cortisol and it releases oxytocin. Walk barefoot on grass. It's called grounding. Research shows it normalizes your cortisol rhythm and switches your nervous system to rest mode through Earth's natural electrical charge. Chew something crunchy. Biting into something with resistance releases tension stored in your jaw, face, and neck and gives your brain a sensory anchor that interrupts the stress loop. Put your hands in cold water for 30 seconds. The nerve endings in your hands send a calming signal through the vagus nerve immediately. Sit in direct sunlight for 10 minutes. Not for vitamin D, for serotonin. Sunlight in your skin triggers serotonin production, which directly counteracts cortisol. Scream. Yep, scream. In your pillow, in your car, wherever. Your body stores stress as tension in your chest, diaphragm, and throat. Screaming discharges that. You know that feeling when you want to scream when you're overwhelmed? That's your body trying to release it. Let it. Some of these are so
interesting. That's good to know. So if I don't like the clip, I will skip it. This segment of the video is going to always be from Facebook, all right? We're going to look at some clips, see what we can take from these clips, all right? This section is all about just see what the algorithm is giving me, see what we can take from it. That was some good information, though. I didn't know that. That's dope.
Why didn't nobody tell me about dates? I had to learn on TikTok. Ooh, I was so mad. I just found out. They good.
What about
I saw this black woman's video about how you can make your own caramel out of dates by soaking your dates in warm water, adding vanilla, and she added coconut milk. But I didn't have coconut milk, okay?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
it's already starting to look caramely. Oh my God, I was like shook. Then my husband called me, talk about what's that noise in the background. Mind your business. Mind your business. Anyway, do y'all see that this looks like caramel? This looks like caramel, and I made this out of dates.
Out of dates?
It was so good. Then my husband talking about some, ooh, that looks good. Can I have some? You don't even like sweets. So I cut up the core for him and gave him the remainings. Why didn't nobody tell me about dates?
Dang, that's how she feel. All right, but I didn't know this. Learned something new today. Again.
This is one of our secrets to having a healthy garden. Coconut core, but we call it cocoa. This is the outside of a coconut, shredded up and compressed into a brick. All you have to do is put this in a container and add water. And voila, magic. It's that easy. Mixing cocoa with compost is a great way to have a healthy garden in clay soil. This is also a great recipe for potting soil. This is one of our secrets to having a healthy...
Is your food fake or real? Find out with these easy tests at home. Check this out. It's a cheese. Yeah, that ain't burning right. It's difficult to melt. Yeah, there you go. That's how it's supposed to melt. Rice. What? Plastic getting hot.
I don't want to get copyrighted, but let's just see. Baby food. Alright. Ah, I got magnets in it. Ain't that some stuff, man? Vitamins. A lot of people take vitamins. Dang. So the ones that's melting is the synthetic, right? Well, ice cream. Put lemon on it. Oh wow. It's not real ice cream, huh? What? No. You got dye on it, man. Come on, man. Oh man. Free salt dissolves. Okay. Green beans. Old split beans are coated. I think that's cinnamon. I think that's spices. Some type of spices. That's interesting. There's a lot of stuff we get, man. It's really, you don't even know nowadays. You don't know if it's, nowadays you don't even know for real.
You just had a meal 2 hours ago. Why you have to eat again? Are you hungry? You're not hungry? Oh, no, but I have to eat. Why? Because, two things. One, you're a junkie. You're an addict. You're an addict. Just like cocaine, just like heroin, you're an addict. Because that sugar goes to the same part of the brain as dopamine. So it gives you that reward center. So now you have to have your next high. This is very real, guys. That's why intermittent fasting breaks that habit. How do you make a junkie come off his cocaine? You stick him in a room and don't give him any heroin. That's it. Number two is we've been socially indoctrinated to eat. I don't have an urge or anything, and if I don't eat, I'm not going to get cravings that I got to go eat, I got to eat. No, but it's 1 o'clock, so I got to go eat. Who said you got to eat 3 meals a day and 2 snacks? The food industry said that. You didn't say it, your doctor didn't say it. I want you all to now have conscious feeding.
Let me prove it. Come here.
Words change the body.
And by the way, do you mind being on camera? No. All right, you're cute. So.
The mind and the body are connected.
So that anytime something happens up here, we have a physiological effect, whether you're aware of it or not. That's why when you say, ooh, he's such a pain in the neck, you wake up with a stiff, painful neck. Make yourself strong. You're going to resist. Okay, resist. Okay. If the subconscious, if it thinks that something is positive, he'll stay strong. If there's something negative, he'll go weak, and he won't be able to help himself. So let's prove that. Say the word positive. Resist. Say the word negative. Negative. Resist. Oh. What's it?
Speak life to yourself and others. It's that simple. Be nice to yourself and other people. All the good stuff that you want to hear, tell them to yourself. And all the good stuff that you want to hear, tell them to other people. And watch how strong and beautiful and powerful and your life becomes.
This is why they got rid of all the bells. This is a parasite, and that's literally a video of a parasite being killed with frequencies. Do y'all remember in Nazi Germany after World War II, they destroyed so many freaking bells? Like, you can rarely see bells out there just ringing anymore. Do y'all remember the Venom movie where, because Venom is a parasite, he was inhabiting, I forgot the dude's name, but they were inside a church bell, and then Venom started going crazy and coming out of him because of the fact that that frequency was ringing, right? I want y'all to watch this clip from They Clone Tyrone, a movie so full of subliminals, so full of hidden in plain sight. Just watch this. Watch this, look. This is like an underground tunnel, right? They're experimenting on people. They're playing rap. They're fighting. Anger.
I remember this.
Look, I need a hug. They start playing I Need a Hug. They hear the music. They respond. They start to hug. It's crazy because they're putting
everything is connected.
It right in our face, y'all. Do y'all remember when XXXTentacion did that entire interview? I think it was like 2016 before he passed, where he said he uses a different frequency of music, right? A different frequency of music because the main music industry uses a certain hertz to keep you in a depressive state. So he decided to use a different frequency of music. And a lot of the time, the frequency that he said that he used, you will find it in meditation music. You will find it in Christian music, like worship music. This is wild, right? Let me ask y'all what kind of angel Lucifer was in heaven. An angel of worship, right? And y'all wonder why he rules the music industry? Y'all wonder why he tells them to keep things a certain frequency? Like, I know this sounds very progressive, and as a person that follows Jesus, I am very careful with the new age stuff, but this just makes sense. Music is so freaking powerful. And like, this is why I work so hard to cut out secular music because you bring in bad and you're going to expel bad. What if the reason they wanted to get rid of all the bells is because there were scientists or somebody who figured out that certain frequencies can get rid of those cancerous things that they're putting in our food, in our water, in our air, and figured out how to use frequencies to get rid of that? Like, there's actually videos of tumors being shrunk by frequencies. I would have to do a whole part 2 to show how this how music fits into the play when it comes to even like the demonic marine kingdom, like sirens. It is such a deep dive, like it's such a deep rabbit hole. As always, make sure you guys like and follow and comment down below if you want a part 2.
It's like everything is connected, man, and they figured that out, right? That's why they got rid of the bells, huh?
Have you ever met one plant that is good for cough, colds, asthma, bronchitis, high blood pressure, skin health, headaches, earaches? This is the leaf of life. What's really weird about this plant is you can drop a leaf on the ground, it'll grow. The seeds are in the little cracks and crevices, but this is an amazing plant that God provided for us to be healthy, heal ourselves. Isn't that amazing? But you have to do your own research into the leaf of life and follow me for more. Have a blessed day.
This is one of the craziest places I've ever been in my entire life.
While traveling by boat deep into the Amazon jungle, we came across this, an old rubber ship from the 1800s. These days it's being used as a research post and only has one occupant, this guy, who gave us permission to check it out. We made our way through the ship and entered the helm.
This is crazy, man. Oh my lord. Look at this ancient photo of the captain. Literally, I'm standing right here. This is one of the craziest places.
Like the old days had all the cool stuff. It's literally a shade to a window, and it turned into a door. That's dope.
I don't think any of these people realize that there's 40,000 chemicals that the FDA allows us to have in our...
One time I watched this video and I actually got copyrighted watching this video. I almost got a copyright strike watching this. I'm gonna skip this.
Scientists are using AI to hack Wi-Fi routers to see you in your home like a camera.
So what they did is they had, a camera looking at a space with people in it. That's sort of like coming in from one eye. The other eye is the radio signals, so sonar from the Wi-Fi router. And they just learned to predict, like, this is where the human beings are. Then they took away the camera. So all the AI had was the language of radio signals bouncing around a room. And this is what they're able to reconstruct. Real-time 3D pose estimation, right? So suddenly AI has turned every Wi-Fi router into a camera that can work in the dark, specially tuned for tracking living beings.
No real cameras, no microphones required, just the invisible waves bouncing around your house right now, watching you breathe, move, and even sleep. And the scariest part, you wouldn't even know it's happening. Wi-Fi routers don't just send out internet, they send out radio waves that bounce off everything in your house. Your walls, furniture, your own body. Every time you move, even just slightly, those waves change. They bend, scatter, and reflect differently. And now AI can read that change and that chaos like a book. Thanks to breakthroughs in machine learning, scientists have trained models to analyze these patterns and reconstruct your physical movement, your position, your posture, using nothing but Wi-Fi data. This isn't a conspiracy theory, this is peer-reviewed science. MIT created a system called RF Pose, which can track people through walls. Carnegie Mellon University used 2 off-the-shelf routers to create silhouette images of people moving in a room. Other researchers show this can be done with an almost 100% accuracy. Again, no camera needed, just your Wi-Fi. This is the kind of thing that just decades ago was military grade. Now it's just software and some smart routers. Of course, publicly the narrative is a little different. Researchers say that this tech could be used for elderly care, detecting falls or health emergencies, which it could be, to be fair. Sleep monitoring, tracking breathing patterns or movement, both of which it can do. And security
man.
Systems, spotting intruders even if the cameras are off. But here's the big catch with this, you wouldn't know it's happening. And that's where things get dicey. This tech doesn't need your permission. It doesn't need a camera lens or a microphone, just a Wi-Fi signal and someone with the right software. Imagine a world where your landlord can track when you're home, or a hacker can watch your movements through your own walls. Or worse, governments use it for passive surveillance, saying, hey, we didn't record anything. We know that's not far off. In fact, patents from big tech companies have already hinted at using Wi-Fi for non-contact monitoring and surveillance programs. They love anything that leaves no trace, and if they're patenting it, you know they plan on using it. So how do you stop it? Honestly, you can't. Not easily. The only way would be to completely shut off your Wi-Fi, or wrap your house in a Faraday cage, and let's be real, that's not happening. We're heading into a future where every signal is a sensor. Where your internet doesn't connect you, it watches you. This is the kind of tech that changes the rules. It blurs the line between convenience and control, between connection and surveillance. So what will you do? Switch off the internet, go dark, or just allow this to happen? Scientists are using AI to...
These people are control freaks, man. For real.
After I read this to you, you will literally be forced, like you will be shaken out of your sleep. But it's going to be so intense and so in your face that you are literally going to want to go back to sleep at this point. So literally proceed with caution. Let's read this. This is the Masonic Creed written by John D. Rockefeller. If you don't know who the Rockefellers are, the Rothschilds, all of the top richest families, John D. Rockefeller founded the General Board of Education, the education that we learn, the education that is programming us. Listen to this. We will keep their lives short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways, mind you, this was written in the 1800s, so that they never see what is happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in food and water, as well as in the air. They will be covered in poisons wherever they turn. The soft metals will make them lose their minds. We will promise to find a cure for our many funds, and yet we will give them more poison. Chemical poisons will be absorbed through the skin of idiots who believe these certain hygiene and beauty products presented by great actors and musicians will bring eternal youth to their faces and bodies. And through their thirsty and hungry mouths, we will destroy their minds and systems of internal organs reproduction. However, their children will be born disabled and deformed, and we will hide this information. The poisons will be hidden in everything around them, in what they drink, eat, breathe, wear. We will be ingenious in distributing the poisons because this is so long. This is so long and there's so much here. I could literally make a part 2 reading the rest of the creed. I want to read you guys 2 quotes from John D. Rockefeller himself. Like, to get into his father and his family lineage is a whole other thing. It's crazy. When they rise up against us, we will crush them like insects because they are less than that. They will be helpless to do nothing or to do anything about it. The second one is I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. He's in charge. He founded the Board of Education, right? Training us to be little freaking worker bots, training us to live in this stage that they created. Let me tell you something. Y'all ask me how I know all this stuff. I'm like, I don't live in a state of fear because all roads lead back to Jesus every single freaking time. And I can prove it every single freaking time. God does not give me a spirit of fear. I am free. I am free. Whom the sun sets free is free indeed. Guess what, honey? Like, we already knew this, but when we said this, it was religious psychosis. Now it's in the files and everybody's figuring out they're literally controlling our minds with technology. Like, it's been a stage. Always, y'all, make sure you like and follow. Comment down below if you want that part 2.
And I get people are religious, but do y'all know, like, bro, they control that too. They control that religion. It's deeper than just, religion, It's way deeper than that.
Best ways to avoid microplastics in 2026. Stop drinking from plastic bottled water. Eat high fiber foods. Use a sauna regularly. Install a reverse osmosis water filter. Eat turmeric. Avoid fast food like McDonald's, Chipotle, and Taco Bell. Never heat your food in plastic. Intermittent fast. Switch to natural fibers only. Use loose leaf tea. Run a HEPA air purifier in your home. Get stainless steel cookware. Eat broccoli sprouts. Eat fermented foods. Take your shoes off at the door. Store food in glass. Take chlorella. Donate blood regularly. Vacuum with a HEPA filter vacuum. Avoid paper receipts. Prioritize deep sleep. Use wood cutting boards. Wash synthetics on cold, gentle cycles. Use glass bottles. And finally, use the Oasis app to check products for hidden microplastics.
Hey, we get that app, y'all. I'm going to have to download that today.
Y'all get in here, shut the door, close the curtains. If y'all thought part 1 was wild with Sheehan's lawsuit, and if you have not watched that video, don't move any further. Go that way.
Dude, this video is 6 minutes long. I watched this on my own time. Skipping
Y'all know how, like, since 2020, a lot of people been saying they don't feel like they are living in reality? Like, it feels like a game, like a virtual reality. Because I know I've been feeling like this as well. Then my daughter came to me tonight and was like, Ma, I was telling my boyfriend the other day, I've been feeling like I am not real. Like, every day when I get up, I feel like I'm not living a real life. Like, I'm just in a video game, being controlled. I'm like, really? Like, this is my first time hearing about it. So she's like, yeah. And then I looked it up, and it's called derealization. Like, I did not know there was a name for this. So then immediately it brought me back to a video that my supporter sent me about 2 days ago. And it was of Elon Musk on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he was explaining exactly why we've been feeling like this. I'll take a listen and let me know what you think. You think he onto something? Or do you think they just want us to think that this is what's going on? I don't know. I'm leaning more towards he probably know what he's talking about because he's exposing a whole lot, and you know they love to put the truth in plain sight. Not only that, how else do you explain why everybody is feeling the same exact way?
You know how people say life doesn't feel real ever since 2020? Yeah. Well, look, it's because it isn't. For the decades leading up to 2020, there was something going on that the general public never could have expected. Certain aspects of our technology weren't only just providing services for us, they were planning a dramatic shift of consciousness. Google Earth, for the last 25 years, has been creating a completely digitized, three-dimensional blueprint of the entire planet. A perfect database of 3D tracked images of what our external world looks like. While all of our devices that were inside the home, riddled with cameras, have been slowly building back-end digitized replicas of what our households look and feel like, Silently, this siphoned visual information was being harnessed to build a massive digitized replica of our world inside and out. A kind of complex virtual reality that perfectly mimics the real one. Our digital footprints were used to create hyper-realistic digital avatars in this world that look and feel just like us. This virtual reality was being prepared for us to step into.
Okay, wait. Even if they made this digital replica of the Earth, how would they put us in there without us knowing?
Our cell towers are essentially riddled with high-powered neural transmitters, which, with properly pressurized electromagnetic field disbursement, could be used to target the consciousness in every individual within range and essentially absorb the consciousness out of the body and relocate it theoretically even into a digital environment. This process is called a snapshot conscious swap. It can happen instantaneously without the individual being able to grasp what had happened. They'd maybe feel lightheaded for a moment, think it was nothing more than a heat wave. And at some point during 2020, that is exactly what happened. It's why a lot of people couldn't smell or taste. The simulation was still catching up to synthetic scent and taste transmission.
If for nothing else, what I will say is it's a very interesting concept. Like I said, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
Elon is a reptilian. I don't care. I think he's a reptilian, honestly. How do you even tap into that type of information? You know, that's how I be thinking with certain people. Like, it's interesting, though.
Did you know watermelon makes the most refreshing ice cream? Blend frozen watermelon, banana, Greek yogurt, honey, and lime juice. Blend until smooth and freeze until set. You get creamy watermelon ice cream. Hydrating, low-calorie, perfectly refreshing for summer.
I might have to try that. I might try that. I'm not gonna lie. For real. I gotta try that.
Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And I say, hey, what a wonderful time today. You get to learn to laugh and play and get along with each other. You can't tell me that's not poetry.
No,
Every day
for real,
when you're
for real. So Ziggy Marley, yeah, Ziggy Marley sings the Arthur theme song. I didn't know that. I thought that was Bob Marley the whole time.
2026 has been a wild year so far. Big businesses are filing for bankruptcy left and right. Scientists are going missing. Warehouses are burning down in droves. And alien disclosure is at an all-time high. I'll be going live talking about a few of these things. So if you want to join me, click that little go live button below. 2026
is getting crazy, right? The unthinkable is happening.
Old people be too casual about death for me. Like that's how you know after so long this shit get this life stuff just get annoying. You talking about grandma, what you want to do for your birthday next year? She be talking about something. If I live to see another birthday. Grandma, why you talking like that? You say, Grandma, you got any plans for the 4th of July? You cooking? They say, I might not even be here for the 4th of July. Y'all might have to do it without me. And don't bring up a specific year. They be talking about some. Let's say you say 2030 today. I might not even be here in 2030. Like, why y'all want to die so bad? Maybe we need to be asking. That's the question we need to be asking.
I mean, life be tearing us up,
so
man.
long, this probably do get tiring. People get tired of paying bills. Old people be too.
Yeah. I get it. We all get it, right?
How you doing, sir? Man, my name's Dario White. I don't know if you remember me. How you doing, man? Good. I don't know if you remember me, but you used to cut my hair. I don't know if it's in this shed. There was one up there, but I didn't know you was still here. I was just down. I ain't been out here since I've been a kid. So I was like, man, I wonder who all down here. And man, you inspired me to be a barber, man. I'm a barber.
A barber now.
Yeah. I mean, can you get up? I want to show you what I did. Yeah, man, good to see you.
He got the barber shop in his truck, man.
But yeah, I put a barbershop on wheels.
That's fire. Nah, that's fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you, man. Yeah, gotta get you, man, if that's okay. Yes, sir. I'm getting in here. Come on, I'm gonna help you in there.
I believe I can make it.
You sure? Okay.
It's
Stay behind me.
All right.
Just in case. I got you.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I'm glad I did too.
Nah,
Get down. Just grab right here.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
You gonna be okay? Okay. Okay.
I was ready to say so. I'm not gonna say nothing either. I'm not.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, so y'all used to get my hair cut right there.
That was dope.
Right, that's the shop right there, man. All these years I was calling him Mr. Wilson. And his name been Harriet this whole time. But I was a kid. And this who inspired me, y'all. This is where I got my hair cut at, right here, man.
It's crazy.
Come on up in there. The chair still in there? The barber chair still in here? Let me see.
Let's see. This is crazy though. People be coming a long way.
Oh, that's crazy. I remember this. Yup, I sat right here and got my hair cut. And now I see the note. That's crazy. That's what's up, man. Wow. I remember the garden you had right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one right there.
Oh, you had one back here? Get you together. This going on my wall. That's a Bel Air, ain't it?
Look at them trees, man.
Did I get them together? Look at her. You wait till you take your hat off. You mind if I take a look at her?
That's an old car right there. They don't make these no more.
Good. I love old cars, man. I got a Cadillac Eldorado myself. Yeah, convertible 74. If it's one thing that you had to give me, man, one piece of advice that I could take with me forever, what would you tell me?
Try to live right, treat people right, do the best you can. That'll take you away, that'll take you back where you want to go.
That's it. Yeah.
Let nobody fool you. Ain't everybody ain't your friend now.
No. No.
That's true.
Put it right and keep moving.
Yeah.
If you do what's right, God will take care of the rest.
That's it. If you do what's right, God will take care of the rest. That's it.
We ain't got nothing on. Only thing we got is each other.
That's it.
If we don't let ourselves go up on each other, we in trouble.
Yeah.
Put God always in front.
Yeah.
Put him in front now.
Never in the back, right?
Indeed. That is so dope, man. This is dope, man, for real. Inspiring. He inspired me. Yeah. It's dope. We got a whole barbershop in the back of his truck, and that's dope, man. It's dope. I like that.
What are the top 3 reasons not to date a tourist?
That's a good one. So listen, if you don't know how to chill and just lay back and keep calm, don't date a tourist. It really won't work. You gotta be chill, you gotta be calm to be able to date a tourist, right? If you don't like nice things and you don't like to always enjoy aesthetics, you know, nice food, nice fabrics, and nice scenery, don't date a tourist. Don't date a tourist, it won't work. If you are a person that doesn't understand resilience and structure, and you're not a person that's always gonna show up when it's time for you to show up, don't date a tourist. And if you don't like to make money, if you don't like to get to the bag, don't date a tourist. Don't date a tourist, it won't work. But if you are dating a tourist and you wanna learn more about the tourist that you are, you need to check out my ebook, Love Harmony Blueprint.
You got an ebook. Hey, that's dope, man. At least he trying, man. I mess with it. I'm gonna have to check it out, see what he talking about.
Get your tourist blueprint and find out so much more about yourself and the tourist you might be dating. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Come see.
They do look alike. Too much alike.
If I was missing and I needed to describe me, you needed to describe me to the police, what would you say?
Here we go.
She likes McDonald's. She has hair that turned from blonde to black. She farts pretty loud, so I think you'll smell it out, or your canine will. She
Alright, little man.
does not like bugs, so don't expect to see her in a sewer. You're doing everything wrong. Just be quiet.
Uh-oh.
She's very beautiful.
Oh.
She has hazel eyes.
Mm.
She has brown hair with highlights.
Okay.
She has a banging butt.
She's fat.
She's fat.
You'll probably catch her at McDonald's eating.
He don't like his mom. He don't like his mom. He said you'll probably catch her at McDonald's eating. Dude. Kids, man. Kids.
When do I ever eat at McDonald's?
We're going to.
We're in the parking lot.
She's
For you guys.
She's lost some weight over the years.
Wow.
She has a beautiful smile, and she always chomps her gum loud.
Okay.
And she is always sick of my dad's driving.
Wow. He's
If I was
snitching on the
missing
dad.
and I needed to.
Ain't that some, bro? You gotta be on your shit around kids. You can't be eating a bad diet. They gonna call it out, man. You gotta be on your shit. They is calling that shit out, boy. Right, man. Damn.
Who was gonna tell me that squirrels loaf just like cats? Like, look at him, he's so cute. And he was just laying down. Oh, now he's searching for something to eat. But he was just laying down and loafing. That is so cute. Look at him.
I told you guys, I kept the newspaper. Look at the date. I got this
2009.
newspaper on Friday, the 26th of June, 2009. Okay, I got this when I was still living in the UK. I'm not playing. I told y'all, I kept the clipping. Listen, this movie meant something to me, all right?
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
11-year-old me was going through some shit. Because look, I kept it. I told
Damn, Facebook told us some. You know how hard you gotta be crying for your shoulders to bounce, nigga.
Somebody said, I know, baby, I know. That's a John right there. Ah, that chicken look good. I ain't gonna lie. Dang. I ain't had no fried chicken. Home fried chicken in a minute, too. Can't have it, though.
Come on.
He act like a grown man. He act like a grown man.
Them chicken bones you would eat.
That's a grown man.
Get you one more. Here, I'll get you one more. Here. They taste pretty good, don't they? Them ranch Doritos. I'll give you one more. I ain't getting you no more, cause I gotta have some. Wait a minute. Here. 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 Come here. Here. Here, come here. Come on. Come on, Siren. Come on. Here. Here.
So I spent the majority of my childhood on tour with Michael Jackson, which is crazy to say out loud, but like kind of cool. My dad was a background singer for Michael Jackson for all of his tours, his solo tours. So starting with Bad in 1987. Ooh, y'all gonna eat me up in the comments. I don't remember. Was I 3? Y'all tell me in the comments what year that was, because I'm not 100% sure. From that tour all the way on to Until This Is It, my dad was his background singer, Dorian Holley. And my parents decided that they were gonna take me on the road. And it wasn't until about like 3rd grade that my school was like, listen, we need homegirl to be in class. I spent a lot of time on the road with them and have some incredible stories and some incredible memories. My mom was showing me some video footage like of the concerts, stuff that's never been seen, like, and seeing the movie is just making me feel really nostalgic. And I don't know, do people care about this kind of stuff? Like, if there's things you want to know, if you have questions about a stranger,
people do care
like that, put them in the comments. If not, if you could care less, I don't know. I think it's cool, and I love Michael Jackson like the rest of the world. So
we glad to know that. That's dope, man.
Come on.
Let me see these comments. Let me see what they talk. When Michael Jackson get buried, yeah. What's going on? It says anything pertaining to Michael Jackson is important. Continue. Nah, for real though. That's dope though. Dang. She even got the pictures of her being young, being there. That's dope, man. Wow.
I have never seen
that's literally a one in a lifetime thing. Like, yeah, nobody can. People can't just. You can't just say, I was on tour with Michael Jackson. You can't say that. You know. That's just fire.
Nothing like this. They got a robot.
What is this?
What? This got to be the biggest finesse ever. Nah, I might need this. What? Let's see what it do. He is moving a little slow. I can definitely mow faster than him, but to not have to do it, I mean, you see how
it look good.
Big the yard is, so like I get it, but like
it's looking good too.
You got a robot mowing the lawn while you're at work. Get off work, the lawn is freshly mowed. Put this guy back on the charger. That's crazy.
And how do we just know?
No, that's actually a great investment. I cannot lie. You're doing a good job, bro.
Yes.
Y'all, a guy was on here talking about how ice cream trucks don't come to neighborhoods anymore. Forget the ice cream truck. What happened to these trucks right here? The Swan's truck, baby, when I tell you, it used to be a wonderful day when these trucks would pull into the neighborhood every week. And my mama kept a catalog on her, baby. We used to shop in that catalog. We used to be picking stuff out. She would let us each pick one thing. What y'all want from the truck this week? Baby, this used to be a great time. And they sold everything. No, because who remember the catalog? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Baby, you'll be shopping through here looking at all the ice creams. They sold dinners, pizzas. They sold everything in this truck. It was a wonderful day when that truck pulled in the neighborhood. Ice cream truck? No, you need that Swan's truck to pull up. Please tell me y'all remember this now. I don't ever remember us as kids picking any of these dinners. But baby, them ice creams, oh my God. We was on them ice creams, the cones, man, when I tell you, and they ran through our neighborhood for years. Like, I just don't know what happens to them, how they go out of business. But listen, Swans, if y'all out there, come on back because I'm ready. Give me a catalog. I'll be outside every week. Y'all, a guy was on here.
Somebody said the OG DoorDash. I never got a chance to experience this. I'm pretty sure somebody in the comments or the that's watching this video, y'all did though. Y'all know about this. That's dope.
Y'all check this out. Light's not on. All right. Mama, go ahead. All right. Rolling.
Whoa.
Work for me.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Now my sister.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
How?
You're the brightest. What the heck?
How?
Let's see it.
How they doing that, man?
So I'll give you some energy. All right. Now go ahead.
Oh my God! How did that work? And she didn't have any of hers.
Y'all.
And this gotta be one of them map. I can't even talk. They lying, man. This ain't real. This can't be real. It's gotta be like a magic lamp or something. For real.
It's dispatchers, mechanics, gate agents. They're here to serve you. We're here to serve you. Our passion is safety, getting you where you need to go with low fares that are very affordable, high value airline. We're passionate about what we do. We sincerely have the wherewithal to know that this is a challenging time, but we're going to get through it. We have an amazing team, from our CEO to senior leadership to a lot of behind the scenes dispatchers.
Can somebody help me? I am losing my mind. I can't stop watching Michael Jackson videos, Michael Jackson edits, Michael Jackson interviews, Michael Jackson concerts. Like, everything is Michael Jackson. Like, what is happening? Somebody, please. I'm begging. What is happening to me? It's like, ever since I watched that damn movie, my life, my brain, my everything has been Michael fucking Jackson. I'm not too mad at it, but I want my own thoughts back. Help.
See that sorry sack of shit right there? That sorry sack of shit right there murdered 3 people.
How do you know that?
In 1979.
He lying, man. He making this up.
1979. She thinks she got away with it, though. But we're on her ass. 1979, we didn't have good DNA. We didn't have all the technology we had like we have now today. But we're on your ass, Grandma.
She didn't do that, man. He lying on that lady, man.
Don't you worry about it.
He
Don't
lying.
worry about paying a house note, medical bill, or even feeding yourself. Once we get a hold of you, you're going down. And you're going to have 3 meals a day. You can best believe your ass on that one, Grandma. You can best believe your ass on that one. Gotcha.
He making up shit, man. What did she do? My algorithm just be dropping me off anywhere.
Happening today that could potentially limit our risk of severe weather later tonight. But if they don't change the atmosphere, then we're still primed for severe weather tonight. A lot of things happening today.
She slipped up and said atmosphere. Oh, man. The news and the weather has always been fake. We know.
Now I see why it's called hurricane.
Right.
It's called hurricane because they're trying to hurry up and get rid of populations wherever they choose. You know, these people can control things. And the is one of them. Hurry up and get out of here. That's what they're trying to say with controlling these things. Hurry up, get rid of these people. Hurricane. Come on, y'all. Open that third eye.
You got a good point on that one. I like that.
And you know what I think? I think it all started in the milk. In childhood. Why for lunch did they make us drink milk? Why didn't they give us water? Wouldn't it have been more expensive to get cartons of milk instead of bottles of water? They were putting some in the milk. They wanted all the kids to drink the milk. They were so strict about that, especially at my school. You had to drink milk or chocolate milk. You couldn't even get water unless you had a water bottle, and they'll be real strict about it. Like, they didn't like you filling up your water bottle. Why you don't want to drink no milk? Breakfast Club forced us to eat breakfast, milk, cereal. Because think about it. Why, like, genuinely, why? But think about it, like, somebody was so thirsty that they walked past a cow feeding its baby and bent down and said, oh, let me get some of this, and drank that shit. We're not supposed to be drinking milk. And the fact that as kids, they made us eat pizza with milk, barbecue riblet with milk, chicken patty with milk, nachos with milk. No, that they were putting something in the milk. There was no reason for that. And you know,
all right, y'all, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy that. Please take care of yourself. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Live it off the wall.